And tonight we are hearing reaction from today's City Council vote that approves the pathway forward for the construction of a new desalination water treatment plant at the Inner Harbor site.
Yeah, 7 items to be decided were before council members relating to the desal plant that had to do with everything from funding, construction, and power delivery. Our Bill Churchville continues our coverage tonight and joins us now with the very latest on that.
Rudy, Leslie, it was a 6-2 vote that came after hours of discussion and even a failed attempt at delaying the vote. City leaders taking on the future for water in our area in a vote that is being called historic.
This builds resiliency. Having a second standalone plant to the one and only water treatment plant, we're a regional water provider. So we have a huge responsibility.
The decision paves the way to build a $757 million seawater desal plant in the Inner Harbor that would produce 30 million gallons of water a day. Drew Molly, who oversees Corpus Christi Waters, says they have been looking at developing a drought-proof water supply for many years and said they have received support from the state.
Just by the fact that they are awarding us and have awarded us large, low-interest loans to help build this project. Jim
Klein was one of 2 council members who voted against all the items up during the meeting regarding desal.
I don't think desalination is right for our city. I'm not convinced that the environmental consequences have been fully examined yet. I think that needs to be looked at a great deal more yet. I don't think the public should be asked to pay for this as well, and that's what we're looking at right now.
The other council member was Sylvia Campos. City Manager Peter Zanoni says a lot of science and study has been done over the last decade leading up to this vote.
All indications from all experts, the least expensive and the least impact to the environment. This is unique in that it's a drought-proof source. It gives us another treatment plant. The city and our system only has one.
It was just last week when Zanoni held a press conference regarding a new low and lake levels that would have allowed him to enact the next round of water restrictions.
It's most likely going to be next week or the week after where we'll enter stage 2 water restrictions unless the forecast changes. We don't want to be in that position.
Klein believes other options should be considered.
I think perhaps desalination on a smaller scale can be a part of that equation. I think we should be looking much more at groundwater use at the aquifers. We should look at water reuse as well, at water storage, especially underground water storage as well. We need a portfolio of solutions.
And the city has already received a water rights permit and a draft discharge permit for the project. There will be a second reading on the items at the next council meeting. Once that happens, the next step is to look for a design builder who can come in and do the design work and construction associated with this project.